All right, today we are going to tackle a problem that pretty much everyone has, but nobody really likes to admit: money leaks. I'm going to show you how a super simple AI tool can find and fix them for you in like minutes. Seriously. We're going to turn that financial stress into financial control. So let's just dive right in. You ever have that feeling where you're working your tail off, but you look at your bank account and it just doesn't add up? Well, chances are you don't actually have an income problem. You probably have a leak problem. These are all the tiny, almost invisible expenses that are just draining your cash without you even realizing it. Take a look at this number. This is a real-world example of what can happen. Over $300 a month just gone. Poof. And it's not from one big purchase. It's the sum of 100 tiny little decisions. A coffee here, a subscription you forgot about there, that all add up to a huge chunk of money that could be working for you, not disappearing on you. So what exactly are these money leaks? Well, think of them as small, recurring charges that just silently sip away at your funds. It's like compound interest, but it's evil twin. It works in reverse. You know, an $8 charge here, $15 there. It doesn't hurt in the moment, but over a month and then over a whole year, it creates this massive financial black hole. And look, the goal here isn't to cut out all your fun, not at all. It's just about getting back in the driver's seat. So how do we find these sneaky leaks? Well, we're going to turn a simple AI into your very own personal spending analyst. No complicated software, no paying for some expensive service. This is just a powerful tool that you can use, like right now, to get a totally crystal clear picture of where your money is actually going. And the setup is ridiculously simple. You only need 3 things. First, your last month or 2 of transactions. You can just download this from your banking app. Second, a basic notes app. And third, access to an AI like ChatGPT or Claude. Now, this is super important. For your own privacy, do not share any private IDs or account numbers. Just the transaction names and the amounts. That's all you need. Okay, step 1 is getting the big picture. You're just going to copy and paste your transactions into the AI with this exact prompt. You're basically asking it to act as your spending analyst, to categorize everything, pinpoint all the recurring charges, and most importantly, flag the top 10 easiest cuts with an estimate of how much you'd save. And this is the kind of magic you get back. The AI will instantly spit out a super clear visual breakdown of your spending. And suddenly, all that boring data becomes a simple chart you can understand in like 2 seconds. You'll immediately see things like, oh wow, I'm still paying for that? Or you'll finally see what all those small daily purchases are really costing you. Now, here is where most people go completely wrong. They see this big picture and they try to fix 20 things all at once. They get totally overwhelmed and then they just give up. We are not going to do that. Nope. We're going to be strategic. We're going to focus on just the top 3 leaks to get the biggest results with the least amount of effort. We're going to cut 3 things and we're going to win. So the next prompt builds on that idea. You're going to ask the AI to find the top 3 leaks that give you high savings for low pain and are actually easy to fix. This is what moves you from just staring at a chart to having a concrete 7-day action plan complete with realistic replacement habits. Our first target, the sneakiest leak of them all, subscriptions. I mean, they are designed to be silent and automatic. You sign up once, and then they just quietly take your money month after month, year after year, whether you're even using the service or not. With this next prompt, you'll have the AI do a full-on subscription audit. It's going to list every single recurring charge it can find, and then give you a simple recommendation for each one. Keep it, cancel it, or downgrade it. But here's the part that's a real game changer. The AI doesn't just give you a list. It gives you the exact cancellation message to send and even a script to try and negotiate a better deal. It removes all the friction, so you literally have no excuse not to take action right away. All right, on to leak number 2. Let's talk about something I like to call the delivery tax. See, when you order food delivery, you're not just paying for the meal, right? You're paying for delivery fees, service fees, tips. It all adds up to this kind of hidden tax on convenience. So this prompt asks the AI to calculate your total delivery tax so you can see the true, sometimes shocking cost. But even more importantly, it asks for 3 alternatives that save you at least 50% but still feel like a treat. And that part is key. If your new habit feels like a punishment, you're just going to go right back to the old one. We need a change that'll actually stick. Okay, so we've plugged the biggest leaks that are happening right now. But what about the future? Now we need to build a defense system, a firewall, to stop new leaks from ever starting. This is how we shift from a one-time fix to a long-term system for financial health. We've all been there. Impulse buying is almost purely emotional, and that's exactly why fighting it with just willpower almost never works. So the fix isn't more willpower, it's a better system. This prompt actually helps the AI design a personal spending firewall for you based on your own past habits. And this slide really shows the exact mindset shift we're going for. You go from random emotional impulse buys to a simple logical system, something like a mandatory 48-hour waiting period before any non-essential purchase. It's such a simple rule, but it creates just enough space for you to make a rational choice instead of an emotional one. And finally, let's make this whole thing sustainable. You don't need to do this deep dive analysis every single day. That'd be exhausting. So with this last prompt, you'll ask the AI to create a simple 15-minute weekly spending review. This turns a big, scary chore into a quick, repeatable ritual that keeps you in control for good. So let's talk about the real win here. This whole process, it's not about restriction. It's not about cutting out everything you love. It's about taking back control and consciously redirecting your money away from the stuff you don't even care about and towards the things you actually do. So what does this look like in the real world? Well, if you plug just $200 worth of leaks a month, which is incredibly achievable for most people, that becomes $2,400 in a single year, money that before was just vanishing into thin air. And what does $2,400 actually get you? Well, that's a vacation. That's a brand new laptop for your side hustle. Or maybe that's the final payment that gets you completely out of credit card debt. This is about funding your real goals, not just mindless spending. So here it is, your action plan for right now, today. 4 simple steps. Get 30 days of your transactions and run that first prompt. Let the AI find your top 3 leaks. And then, and I really want you to do this, pick just one subscription from that list and cancel it right now. Get that first win on the board today. And that leaves us with one final and I think really powerful question. Once you've found this money, once you've taken back control from all those little leaks, where are you going to redirect it? What goal are you finally going to fund? The choice is all yours. And just a quick reminder, of course, this content is all for educational purposes and it should not be considered financial advice. Thanks for tuning in.